Welcome back to another. I can't say that.
Okay, welcome back to another Table Talk with TJ and April.
What is up, beautiful people? Me and April here are going to be talking about a bunch of different random topics.
It's like super random.
So, how was your week this week? Today is Sunday. We always film these on Sunday. Yeah. So, how was the week?
Mine was good. I didn't do anything.
It's always a good week.
I literally went to work and then we're not gonna talk about my internet, but
April had a big debacle with her. We talked about AI last week, and her AI wasn't working.
Yeah,
it was trying to block her.
Yeah, well, wasn't that working? Really unfortunate. My websites wasn't. No cloud-based website was working, and I don't know if you know this, but I like to play the game, and so does my children and my husband, and you couldn't get on any of the servers. So any of the servers that was like a co-op game,
it wasn't going.
It wasn't working. And then the EPB man was like talking to me I'm supposed to know what every technicality of every word means.
So me and April, we started going through doing our own troubleshooting before April even contacted them, and it was just a huge debacle. I can tell you that right now.
Right, he's like, take this plug out and plug it there. I'm like, plug it where? I'm over it.
Well, I had a pretty stressful week at work this week. It was just too much stuff. I'm kind of a yes man. Mm-hmm. So when people ask me to do things, I always just automatically say yes, but then I don't think about the implications
until afterwards. And then you're like, I don't really want to do this crap.
There was a book that I read one time, and I cannot remember. I'll pop it up on the screen, but it was Essentialism. Yeah. The name of the book is Essentialism, and it basically is the way you can say no to people. Right. And it said, and it was a really good quote, and I always remember this quote when I start accepting all these things that they want me to do. If it's not a 100% yes, then it's a 100% no. Yeah. Because what happens is somebody asks you to do something and you say, okay, yeah, I do it. And then you try to finagle things to make it work. Mm-hmm. And then you end up making it go late, or you don't put the quality in like it's supposed to be. And if you would have said no in the first place, then they could have went and found somebody that actually had time to do that. Yeah, or do it themselves. Right.
To do it 100%. Yeah. And not how many of a percent the person who said, I guess.
Yeah. See, I'm stretched thin. So everything the extra that I do is just, I can never get 100%.
Right,
I get 80.
Right. Because you got so much other stuff going on that you just splitting your time between a lot of stuff. So nothing ever gets 100%.
Yeah. It's annoying, but
whatever.
Other than that, everything has been great. I wanted to dive into our first topic, which you didn't know about this. It's about Usher Raymond. Oh, yeah. So he announced today that he is going to be headlining the Super Bowl.
Is he?
He is.
Okay.
He's from my hometown hero. Not hero, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. He's from my hometown. Yeah. So he's got a pretty large catalog of songs. So I think that he can handle a Super Bowl performance.
I think so too. I think it'll be good.
Yeah. It didn't really say if he was going to have anybody with him. Mm-hmm. It just said,
I think he can do one by himself.
I think so too. He's got, if you think about it, he stretched back to the 90s.
He is a headliner in Vegas.
He have a Vegas show, and that's where the Super Bowl's at this year, is in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it only makes sense.
Oh yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on in Vegas right now. One of the biggest things they're talking about in Vegas is the Bellagio, the fountains where the Bellagio's at. They're setting up an indie race, and the race is going to be there for the next 10 years. So they have to shut down the race is literally going to be on the boulevard.
That's ridiculous.
So they got part of the street shut down, and they took all the trees out in front of the Bellagio, and then that's going to be actually the track is going to be the road, which is going to be insane.
So okay, I don't even know how to even try to comprehend that, but all right, if they like it, I love
it. The concept, they like it. They like it. I love it. That's the most shadiest thing you could ever say. Speaking of shade, okay, on my page, I get all these random comments, and this girl had commented on one of my posts and was it was about women smoking marijuana while they're pregnant. Now, I'm not an expert, but I know what I've seen online, and I would just assume that it's not a good thing to do. Don't come for me, because my opinion is my opinion.
Right.
And, I would just kind of said that. So let me go backstory. Chrisean Rock, she was smoking while she was pregnant.
Right.
She was smoking weed. She was smoking marijuana. And so they showed it on her TV show, like that she was doing it. And I was just basically saying, like, if I was on her team, I wouldn't have put that on TV. Like, it adds nothing to the story.
Right.
So why would you put a scene of her smoking on the TV screen?
Something that can be controversial. But you know what? That's like literally her whole platform. So
it's controversy.
So it doesn't
surprise you.
It doesn't really surprise me that they allowed it.
Yeah, so the girl came down. Now I posted this like weeks ago whenever it came out, and it came for me in the comment section on that post. I was fighting for my life, April. I was tooth and nail. Meanwhile, she posted and she was like, you shouldn't speak on something that you don't know because you never had a baby before, and she was just basically saying she smoked while she was pregnant. Her baby's fine, and she gave me this whole long post. And most of the time I don't respond, but I went on ahead and responded in a very respectful manner, and I was like, listen. I'm not an expert, and the thought that you say that I can't have an opinion on it because I will never have a baby, like that, I can have an opinion on whatever I want to have an opinion on. That's why it's an opinion. You can accept it or you cannot accept it. I said, so it sounds crazy that you would tell me that I can't have an opinion on it because I can't have a baby.
Right.
And I just said, based on my research, it just doesn't appear that that's a good thing for the baby.
Right.
And so she came back with this whole nother long spiel about you don't know, you can't speak on something that you don't know, and she was going on. Right. And I said, okay, well, let's do this. I said, will you tell me all of your extensive knowledge? And I want it to be peer reviewed by scientists and medical doctors, and I want it all to be in APA format. I want you to send me a full report.
Oh,
and
God.
I said, now how silly does that sound? That sounds stupid. Everybody has an opinion about everything.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to, I don't have to do like a whole research project just to have an opinion on something.
Right.
And then she basically came back. She said, you know what? I like the shade. She said, me, you can be friends.
Yeah.
I said, I wasn't trying to be shady. I was just, it's just
like
silly.
just saying, listen, you see how stupid that sounds? Like, you want me to come give you this research paper on a Facebook post. And literally all I'm saying is, this is my opinion. Like, either take it or don't take it.
Right.
Which is how I feel about everything.
That's how you feel about everything.
And that's everybody. Everybody has their own opinion. Yeah. Now, whether it's right or wrong is... it's all subjective.
Everything is subjective. You're going to have your opinion about whatever I do. We've all done things that in our mind was right. It may be wrong in somebody else's eyes, but in my eyes it was right. And I feel like I was right by doing it. But then, it
don't necessarily mean that it is right, but like everybody has their own opinion. If everybody just accepted,
then we would all get along.
Yeah.
But I'm going to throw the shade. That's my thing, because I do be a little bit shady when I be responding.
If you come for me, I'm going to come for you.
With respect. I always put it at the very end, like I do my little read. Yeah. I say, and that's with the utmost respect.
Yeah.
So
just
anyway,
so you know.
Yeah, it's just, they always come from my comments, but that was just one of the ones that I saw this week. I did want to talk a little bit about Papoose and Remy Ma. I don't know anything about this. This is a story that I don't know anything about. So April, you give me the spiel.
Okay, so
or what you know.
I didn't know anything about it, but so my husband is like really into battle rap. And so he was down there, we was watching it. We was watching the interview with Remy Ma, Easy, and what's his name? Geechee.
Yeah, Geechee. We will get his
name.
We will get his name right because I want it to be right. His name was Geechee Gotti.
Yeah, Geechee Gotti. So was watching the thing, and the whole time those two, Remy Ma was just sitting there, and those two was going back and forth about Easy getting like knocked out by Papoose because allegedly the rumor is that she was having an affair with this guy.
Right. And they're married. So Remy Ma and Papoose is married.
They're married. And like wherever this battle was at was apparently in Easy's like hometown.
Oh, okay.
And then like behind the scenes, Papoose caught wind of it and he knocked this dude out. Oh. Okay. And so Geechee got wind of it because he knew about it because I guess people was talking about it. And so he was like, oh, I'm gonna come at you at this battle. Like, and he was like, I'm sorry that like everybody is like it's gonna like affect everybody because like I'm coming at whoever.
Yeah.
So at the battle, he literally went at Remy Ma about how basically
he put it out on blast.
What?
Oh, okay.
That Papoose knocked dude out for her cheating, and then he pretty much asked her why. He was like in her face rapping why you cheat with a dude that's like basically to help, like he is like literally a nobody.
Yeah.
And if you gonna cheat why you cheating with him, and basically how Papoose held her down while she was in jail this whole time, and then like she plans to step out on her marriage or whatever. But crazy thing is I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know until my husband told me, and we watched the battle, and you know, we watched the little interview between everybody, and instantly after he turned it off, I feel like my phone heard it. And every other post on Facebook was about Remy Ma and Papoose. Like, it's insane.
That's it. The phone listens to you.
It's gotta be.
It listens to what you're saying, because I do it all the time. I go on Facebook and then I know it's not just because something is late breaking, so it's just popping it out. It's listening. It knows.
It heard us sitting up there talking about the Papoose Remy Ma. I promise you, every other post was about those two. But anyway, after that, so now all of a sudden I'm getting all of this gossip. Yeah, I'm getting all this gossip on my Facebook feed. So, you know, I saw a post with her and him out at the Red Lobster. I said, oh God. I said, oh my goodness.
Well, the thing is, you know, these people, a lot of people look up to Papooses and Remy Ma's relationship because it's like black love, and they've been on TV screen. It's always seemed, you know, but you never know what people going through behind
closed doors.
You know, behind closed doors. Yeah. But the thing about celebrities is, if you are a celebrity and you are out doing something, then somebody's going to catch you on camera.
Oh, most definitely.
And they're going to hold it until they feel like it's something that can put them on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they could have necessarily not. It could have been a business meeting.
You don't know what the context of it is.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, like they could have been meeting because of like whatever this show she got. Like, it's a battle thing that she got going on, and it's not just them. She was meeting with. It was several battles that day.
Right.
So.
It just so happened.
And I think it's a thing. Like, I think whatever, I forgot what it's called, but I think that she has like an actual platform of where she goes around and she like schedules battles between people who battle rap. So it wouldn't be unheard of
for her to be there.
For her to be out with any of them.
Right. You're setting up a contract, whatever it is.
Just, you know, for whatever. So, I mean.
But everybody's going to take everything out of context. You can get one photo and then they just going to make a whole entire story out of that one picture.
Like, you literally can caption this. And then you just like go off the deep end.
So you saw my video about Chrisean and the baby. Yeah. And I said, I was being shady when I posted, but I said, why the baby fold up like a taco?
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a girl had filmed a video of her at the Walmart, and the baby was
flapping out of there. I got a picture of it.
Doing the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, it just goes in the context that people can post anything and everybody's going to have a full opinion, because it went like super viral.
It did.
And quick, like same day it happened. You know, and she was basically like, well, the girl could have just offered to help me, which that probably wouldn't end it well because Chrisean kind of crazy. But but it just goes to show you that you can be out in public as a celebrity. You need to be on your P's and Q's, and you gotta. And
if the first sign of anything, you better have a good PR team. Yeah, because like they gonna take it and run with it, and so like I don't know if there's any truth to it, but like, all the sources are saying that Papoose knocked dude out.
Right. And it's not peer reviewed, and we don't have a report about it.
No, we don't have a
this is just a tea. This is just what we heard.
This is all speculation. All the same stuff that you can probably go online and find. You go to YouTube or wherever.
Well, speaking of something I want to show you. So me and April was talking about like stuff that we liked when we grew up. So Missy Elliott, you know, that was a staple in our household. I mean, we love Missy. I still love Missy. Have you seen Missy lately?
Yeah, I have.
So she just came back out. She got this group, Fly Girls, and I don't know the relation to her to them. I think they're just her artists, but they always are on TikTok making these videos. Now it's the same video every time, but they're in different places, so they're always running through, and they sing a verse to a song, like one of their songs. And it's so cool, the video, because they're like running through this crowded spot and nobody knows like why they're running. So she came out with the video and she just looks so good. I had to show it to you just because.
You know, I've seen her lately.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Aging, she's like aging in reverse.
Yeah, aging backwards. Like she do.
She looks so good, and she was I think she's got like some kind of disease, or she was sick. She was sick for a portion of time because you know she used to be a lot bigger, and she lost a lot of weight, but a lot of it was because of her sickness or whatever. So I don't know exactly what her sickness is. I guess I probably could have did some research, but I don't know what it is. But I know she was sick for a while, but she just looking real good. She's come back out with some music. Hopefully. I'm talking about when the Missy Elliott album used to come out. We used to get it. This was back in the CD days. Back when we used to go down to Cat's Music. Or what we used to Circuit City.
Y'all don't know nothing about
They don't know nothing about that. And we used to go get these things called CDs, and you put in a CD player. These things called CDs, and you put in a CD player. And then sometimes if you was like real high tech, you would have a cassette tape that you would put into your car, and then you plug it into your CD player. Right. And when you hit the bumps, like would skip, like CD would skip.
It was so terrible, but whatever.
That's what we used to do. But Missy Elliott, I just remember getting her albums, and like every song was like I knew every word to every song.
Okay, when I think of Missy Elliott, I'm gonna tell you what I think.
What do you think of? Oh my God, it may be the same thing I'm thinking of.
Gavin.
Yes. So our cousin, we used to babysit our cousin. Look, we was kids babysitting our kid cousins.
Yeah. God, I love them. But listen, we used to go over every morning and babysit, and he like. For some reason, that song always played. For some reason,
it was a big song at that time.
What was it, Superfly?
Mm-hmm.
It was.
But I can't stand the rain.
Yeah, that one.
Super duper fly.
Yeah. So that we used to watch videos. Like that's back in our video era.
They only have videos. Do they still have videos?
I don't know.
I think all the videos just come out on YouTube. I don't think they actually play them on TV.
Right, but we used to watch it on the television.
We used to wait. Like we had like world premieres, fees, like music videos.
We're not gonna talk about it because I used to wait on
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Right, but we'll back up. So I remember that, and then I just remember him always 3 eggs with cheese or a grilled cheese and don't burn it. Yeah. Those was always the instructions, but I love them.
And then he would sing a song, I'm hungry, leave me alone, I'm hungry. You remember that?
Yes.
Oh my God, I want to beat him.
Gavin, we love you.
We love you. But yeah, it's just, that kind of leads in our next topic we was going to talk about was like our favorite things, our favorite shows and stuff from the 90s. Now, I'm a big like cartoon watcher.
Yeah.
So I used to love like, okay, so if we're talking about, so we had a couple different eras, I think, while we was growing up, and you had like, you 4 years older than me, so you probably had a little bit more of the first era that I can remember. So do you remember the Saturday morning cartoons that used to come on?
Only thing I remember is, I do remember it, but the only thing I remember was SpongeBob. In the morning.
That was so SpongeBob. That was recent.
Nah.
Was it a long time ago?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Like look and see when SpongeBob used to come out.
I need to look because I feel like I'm thinking more like Ren and Stimpy.
I watched that too.
But do you remember like they used to have like on ABC on Saturday morning they would have cartoons and it would have these little clay figures and they was black ladies.
What?
And they used to sing. You remember that? And they say after these messages we'll be right back. Do you not remember that? Oh my God, I don't remember nothing. I used to watch Hey Arnold, Our Real Monsters.
Yep.
I can't think of no more.
I used to watch Danny Phantom.
I
used to watch Rugrats and Fairly Odd Parents.
Yep. And then remember TGIF. So thank goodness it's Friday used to come on. Mm-hmm. That was like ABC. That was like Boy Meets World, Topanga, all them. And Living Color used to come on like it seemed like it used to come on every night. Did it come on every night or was it every Friday?
It was like cause I remember it was like a thing. I remember like on Wednesday night I used to watch like Fresh Prince. And then like on Thursday night I used to watch like Martin.
Okay.
And then like on Friday I used to watch like In Living Color. Oh, I don't know which order they went in.
Yeah, but it was something like every night we had something new every night.
Right.
The kids don't have nothing like that now. I think everything is like on streaming.
It is. they don't get the thing. But let me tell you what made me think about this topic is so I was scrolling always on Facebook. So I was scrolling on Facebook and it's this Martin fan page and it had a picture of Tommy Davidson and Martin when they was doing the Varnell show. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God. It said something, it was just talking about how it was a missed opportunity for Martin for them to spin off. They could have spun off the Varnell show from that.
Yeah. But
in the comments somebody put the catfish is delicious and I about cackled while I was at work out loud because that scene is like the funniest scene ever because I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No,
pull it up. Hold on. And TJ's gonna put it up on the screen because that is the first time I think I've ever seen Martin. Like,
did he break character?
He was trying so hard not to break.
What was the Martin? What is it?
It's called Lake out back. Call it Lake Varnell. Yes, catfish are delicious. So what I do is I'd go out back, man. Cast my reel. Pull that out.
Speaking of, Tommy Davis is so funny. Oh my God.
Lay it to the side. Red beans and gravy. I ain't too lazy.
He can't even say nothing. Catfish are delicious. I guarantee you this entire scene was improv.
It was.
I guarantee you. So, back in the day when they was making these sitcoms and stuff, a lot of it was improv. That's why they were so funny. Right. Everything's so scripted now. It's not even funny.
No, but Martin was speechless.
And he was shook right there. He didn't have nothing else to say.
Catfish is delicious. He was like, what? I saw that and I was at work. And I almost cackled so loud because I just remember that scene because it was hilarious. But Martin was one of my
I've probably
shows.
seen every episode of Martin. I think my favorite what's your favorite? Is that your favorite episode? What's your favorite episode?
No,
or the favorite moment or
my
episode?
favorite, another funny one, my favorite one is
David can't even get it out.
when Martin was the love doctor and he was like going through hooking everybody up, and then so he gave Tommy some advice, and Tommy ended up with Pam, and of course, Pam was his arch nemesis.
Oh yeah.
And so when Gina figured out that Pam and Tommy was together, they was like trying to hide it and do all this stuff, and she figured it out. Oh my God, it was the funniest thing from her. And then like when he came out, and she was trying to explain to him like, oh, the love doctor hooked Tommy up. And so he was just like going to be sick. That's probably one of my favorite moments.
I got to show you mine. Let me see if I can find it. That was my funniest one right there.
Yeah.
I wish I was home. I wish I could get there. Look at her hair.
That's the one when Notorious B.I.G. was on there.
And then she walked out. She was like. That's what she did when she was walking out. Look at her face.
I mean, look at just the whole thing.
It's so ridiculous.
Look at the legs.
Pam was stupid.
Yeah.
So Martin probably was one of our favorite growing up shows, but of course Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, I like Fresh Prince.
There's so many shows that I didn't used to. I don't remember watching, but as an adult, I went back and watched like 227. I don't remember watching 227.
I watched it a little bit. I like Living Single.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love Living Single.
Living Single. Max. She was so crazy.
So Maxine.
Yeah.
She commented on one of my videos.
Oh, did she?
One of my reels. She did.
Okay.
I felt like special because it was one of my funny reels.
Yeah.
She went through and commented on it. But yeah, the 90s shows, it ain't like it used to be. Like back in the day, we had these funny shows. We had different days that we can watch all these shows. Now a lot of it is ratchet TV. I like ratchet TV.
I do too.
I like reality shows. I like it. I watch them.
Yeah,
but
I do
I
too.
just feel like the kids don't have.
Like they missing out on so much. Like just entertainment. Like from our culture in a way, like just even from our culture, because these was good, wholesome. Some of it was kind of ridiculous.
Well, now when you go back and look at some of the stuff, Living Color, some of the stuff they did on Living Color, you probably will not be able to do today.
Oh no, most
so
definitely.
like reverent, you can't.
Yeah, but like I'm just talking about like you see like black families.
Oh yeah,
and, together, married with children, and just going to school, encouraging them to go to school, and like it's still being funny. Think about which is another stupid one. What's My Wife and Kids?
Oh yeah.
So that was another one of my shows that I watched. They was also stupid.
Now see, I also remember Boy Meets World. Mm-hmm. I remember Blossom. Remember Blossom?
Blossom.
What was the other one? Step by step, day by day.
Whoa.
What? I like those shows.
Like the Full House.
Full House,
even Full House. I like the old Full House.
Did you watch the new one?
I watched the new one.
Fuller House or whatever?
The Fuller House, but it's like they was trying to be.
You can't bring that nostalgia back.
No, you just have to be your own thing.
Yeah.
So like I think if you bring back a show, I think it has to be its own thing.
Yeah.
You can't try to redo what you've already created, because like what worked in the 90s is probably not going to work.
Yeah, the topics are so different.
Yeah.
Now it's a different day and age.
Different World was my jam.
Oh, now that was another show that I don't remember watching when I was a kid, like when it came out, because it was like what, the 80s or something like that. I was born in 86 and you was born in 82.
Yeah.
So it was in the 80s. So I don't remember. Of course, we was kids, so we didn't watch it.
But I went back and watched it.
I love it.
One of my favorites.
It is funny.
Yeah.
Whitley.
She is so ridiculous, and her dancing.
I know it. Oh my God! Between her and Carlton.
Exactly. I don't know who. It was out of control. But yeah.
Yeah, those shows, they just bring back. Oh, another good one that I don't know if you remember. We used to watch it all the time. But Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I do.
Do you remember watching Ghost Rider?
I love Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I would love it now.
I don't think it was good. I feel like
in my child brain, that was like the best thing ever. Like,
could not wait to watch it.
Me either. But now that
I feel like it's crap.
It
wouldn't be. Ghost Rider. Okay,
I got another one for you. Can't wanna,
we hold you in our hearts. And if you think about me, it makes me wanna fart.
Okay. Do you think that show was great?
No, that show sucked. A show called Salute Your Shorts. Do you think that's going to be a good show?
Listen,
we used to watch it. Salute Your, and they used to like go around and like slime everybody. What kind of show is that? That was not entertainment.
It was like my favorite thing.
I cannot tell you one character from that show.
Listen, I can just tell you right now, that was like one of my favorite.
It was.
And
I remember.
I can't remember nothing about it. I just remember the theme song, but I do know one, and this was well past like when I was a kid, probably when I was a teenager, and there's probably a lot of people in my age group probably watched this. Saved by the Bell. Oh,
in the morning. I used to love Saved by the Bell.
What? That was my junk. It was like the teenage soap opera.
It was so good. And then, we had like, what was Lark Voorhees' name? What was her name on there?
Dang, what was her name?
I can't even remember. It was Slater, AC Slater.
AC Slater, Zach. Kelly. Screech.
Which he turned out to be a
right. What was Jessica's? What's her name? Jessica.
Oh yeah, the long curly hair. I can't remember. Was it Jessica?
I think her name might have been Jessica. I don't know if that was her real name. I just know she did Showgirls, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it was why I can't think of Lark Voorhees. Why I can't think of her.
I cannot think of what her character name was. Oh my god, I gotta look it up now.
Yeah.
Let's see, Lark Voorhees.
As soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, that is her name. Lisa.
See, Lisa Turtle. That was her name, Lisa Turtle.
Yeah.
Another one that I watched that you probably didn't watch if you go back and watch it, it's so funny. That's So Raven. I
watched some of it. She's
so stupid. Like the Raven Simone is just the silliest her and Chelsea.
So I didn't watch a lot of Disney.
See, that's what I said. It's an era of shows.
Yeah,
because they had like a lot of Disney shows.
Right.
But see, back in the day, it was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, so I watched a lot of Nickelodeon.
Doug.
Yeah, Nickelodeon, Nick Jr., and then Nick at Night.
Nick at Night. Yeah, Nick at Night. Ooh, I love Lucy. Oh my god, I love Lucy.
And which is funny because we watch a lot of older shows just because our parents, they used to watch a lot of the older, like Andy Griffith and Big Van Dyke and all them, Sanford and Son.
What's the other one?
Not 2-7, but did she watch
the Jeffersons?
Yeah,
the Jeffersons. What's the other one? Fish don't fry in the kitchen, a beast don't burn on the grill.
Yeah, that
took a whole lot of moving on up to the. What is that? Jeffersons?
Sounds like it. I think.
What was the other one? Good times and hanging in the child line.
Okay, right.
That's not what she say. Allegedly, that's not what she say. I don't know what she say.
Right. But we did. And so in my older years, every now and then I go and I look at something. So I was watching Dick Van Dyke, and my husband, he was like, why you watching that old show?
It's good.
I was like, listen, that show was so ahead of its time.
It was.
And I had on one of the episodes, and he couldn't stop laughing.
It's so funny.
Dick Van Dyke is so stupid.
Him and so he was. What was the other show? Mary Ellen Locher. Well, she was like it was like news.
Yeah.
What was that?
I was just finna tell you. I was finna name it too. Because we watched that one.
Did you watch it too? It was another show. I can't even remember what the name of it was.
I can't either. But yeah, I was watching that, and he thought it was. I used to do some of the stupidest stuff. Like one of the episodes, he had got a brand new car. And boy, he could not. It's just like now, like you get a brand new car, you want to show it off. Like he wanted to show everybody, like he was calling everybody in his anybody he knew that had to come over and look at the new car. And he was just like, he didn't want nobody to sit in there. Like he didn't want his son to eat in the car. He was just doing all this ridiculous stuff. And anytime his wife wanted to take the car, he was like, "You want to take the new car?" Yeah. Like it was just funny. So
another one. Bewitched. We used to watch a lot of Bewitched.
And I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
We watched a lot of stuff.
We went through a lot of these shows. There's some shows I didn't watch. Like I didn't watch Green Acres.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that either.
I didn't watch the one with Ed.
I don't know who that is.
The horse.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that either.
I used to turn as soon as that come on. I'm turning.
I'm not watching. I'm not watching this. I ain't watching no talking voice. I ain't doing it.
So, I think that was our last topic.
Yeah, that was. But it's good to reminisce.
It is good to reminisce. See that just brings back memories. I'm gonna go back and watch like Are You Afraid? They got a new one. They got two or three new seasons of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and they're actually pretty good.
Really have to look at. It made me think about. I was going through my poke before we like sign off. I was going through my bookshelf because I told you I was going to clean my bookshelf off downstairs, and I pulled out some of the books that I used to read when I was young. Yes, I had one. I was thinking, what? Do you remember R.L. Stein?
They did. We used to, but see, that brings me back to like the book fair. You remember having the book fair?
Like now,
I ain't had no money to go buy nothing.
Me either. And I always had like $10, and that wasn't enough to buy anything. Now that I like literally buy books like on a regular, I realized that $10. Parents was doing us this. They didn't give us $10. What we gonna buy with $10?
The only thing we could buy was like a book cover that you could put like
what was I gonna buy with
an eraser.
Yeah. Now, like when my kids growing up, now that I'm into books and stuff, now my daughter, she's like, "Ooh, the book fair." I'm like, "Here's $40." All right, like they give you $50.
Well, you know, like I posted on Facebook the other day. You know, $100 basically $20.
I mean, it really is
the same difference.
Yeah. So, you know, you can't buy a paperback for less than $20. I mean, $20 is you can buy you a paperback.
I kind of feel like the book fair is almost like going to like these stores like we went to the other day. Second and Charles. It feels like the same thing. Yeah. You get to go and see all these different things and
then you just want everything.
You just want everything.
You just want it all. You just want to spend all like I can't go into the bookstore because if I go into a bookstore, I'm gonna spend $50-$60. I'm going to. Like it's the same thing when I go on Amazon and I buy books. Like I could spend $80 on books like easily.
I'm glad you say that about Amazon because I'm about to make that post about Amazon.
Oh God,
about the one I said I need something from Amazon. I just don't know what it is yet.
Right.
Well, I guess that is going to sign us off today. I appreciate y'all listening to us ramble on about our childhood.
About our childhood. Yeah, drop in the comments or whatever. So if you got any nostalgic things that you want to discuss that you remember. Put it down in the comments.
Because there's a lot of stuff that y'all probably gonna remember that we didn't forget. I've forgotten so much. I've forgotten more than I remember.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.